Hello everyone, this is Tamara with From the Treetop, and today I'm going to be talking with you about the Lightroom presets that I'm giving away on my Facebook page. This is the FTT Backlit Boost set, and I created these for all those beautiful backlit images that we love to take because they're so dreamy and beautiful and golden, but at times they can be a little washed out because we are opening our lens very wide and letting a lot of light in. So I found myself having a lot of editing to do at times when I had a session that had a lot of backlit images. So I created this preset to kind of speed up my editing to bring back the depth and contrast in those images prior to opening them in Photoshop. Okay, the first thing you're going to need to do is import these presets into your Lightroom. When you downloaded the presets, they were in a zip file. You need to unzip that file and put that folder somewhere that will be easy to access. When you're in Lightroom, you can look up to the top and see Library, Develop, Slideshow, Print, or Web. We want to be in the Develop module. To the left, there's a drop-down menu that says Presets. By right-clicking where it says User Presets, you'll be prompted to import. Another option is to create a new folder. I've actually created a folder. This is FTT Presets to keep all my presets separate and organized. So I'm going to go ahead and right click on FTT Presets and follow the import prompt. Here's my folder with my Backlit Boost presets. Now open that up and just highlight each one of those presets and click import. And then here they are, already applied under FTT presets and installed. It's that simple. These presets are designed to help correct backlit images, as I mentioned, and they're going to work best on images that are not overly blown out or terribly underexposed. So what you want to do is you want to first make any exposure or recovery adjustments before you try to apply the presets. Once you have that done, you can toggle over the different presets and it will give you a preview of what might look best. In this case, I'm going to go with the Backlit Boost Strong. And it has already changed the image, and in this case, I think this image is ready to go into Photoshop. I love the color, I love the tones, I think it looks great. And that's really what I designed it for. Now, it's not always going to be this easy on every image, but that's why we have so many Lightroom adjustments we can make. Basically, this preset is created basically to help you get that depth back into the image right away so that you can correct several images at once and then take them into Photoshop. So let's go ahead and look and see. Now the next image is also the same session, has the same problem. So let's go with Backlit Boost again, and it's done the same thing. And then with the next image, we can just sync on that and save some time because there it is, it's done. So that's how simple it is when it works that easily. Now there's going to be times that maybe the color isn't exactly what you want. I've set just a basic temperature in there. And like for instance, with this image, let's go ahead and try the Backlit Boost Light. And it's brought that great contrast into the image, but it's a little too warm for me. So I'm going to go ahead and just bring down the warmth a bit, maybe brighten it a bit, a little more contrast. And this also is a beautiful black and white. So you can see it just saves you some time, and maybe I want to bring the contrast down in this black and white so that I can get more detail in her hat. Here's another image with the backlit. Let's do the light black and white. And again, it's just a one-step process and it saves so much time with backlit images. Let's do the Backlit Boost Strong on this one. And again, I love it. It's beautiful. I want to take a little bit of the yellow out, so I'm going to go to my tint and bring up those reds a bit. And we're ready. An important thing to remember when using these presets is to use them on raw image files. I have an example to explain why. Here's an image that I imported in a raw image file and in a TIFF file as well. Let's apply the Backlit Boost to the raw file. That is a desired result, and it has given us exactly what we're looking for to get rid of the haze in the image. Let's try it on the TIFF file. Same preset, and we get quite a different result. While we can correct this result by pulling down the brightness, pulling down our white balance a bit, it's still a lot simpler to take that one step and modify very little and be able to sync our images than to have to go to all the additional steps. It looks great, but it is easier to use on a raw image file. And now our final two examples. This image is actually just the perfect example of why I developed this preset. I'm not necessarily talking about only backlit images. I'm referring to images that are hazy because of backlighting, and that whether you move your exposure up and down, it doesn't really make a difference. So let's go ahead and use Backlit Boost Strong on this image. Now, to me already it's helped a lot, but I'm going to go ahead and add a little more contrast and a little more brightness, some warmth. And I think that's quite a big difference. And we could even amp the contrast up a bit more, but this just gives you a quick example of why the presets work. Okay, and the last edit I'm going to do is this beautiful maternity shot. I'm going to use the Strong Boost, and I'm going to pull down those reds a bit, warm it up. In this case, I want to brighten it a little. And one thing I really like to do with maternity in particular is pull the clarity down, and it just creates a very glowing, dreamy image. So there's your before and your after. Thanks for watching the tutorial. I hope the presets have been helpful. You can find them at facebook.com/FromTheTreetop.